Hey guys, welcome back. Jordan here at the Nutty Gnome Homestead. Today we're in front of our chicken coop. We're going to be talking about keeping chickens for egg production without breaking the bank. Now, I get a lot of people call me, contact me, and so on and so forth, telling me that chicken feed is super expensive. The good quality stuff, the higher percentage of protein, it makes it to where their eggs are basically cost prohibitive. It's a lot cheaper to buy them from the store or buy them from somebody else. We don't keep chickens for free eggs, is what people say. If you're going into chicken keeping that way, it's going to be very difficult to get your costs down. What you got to think about is the quality of the eggs versus the quality that you get from the store. Number one. Number two, there's a lot of things you can do to keep your costs down on your chickens. So today we're going to go over a couple of those things that we do to keep our costs down for the chickens here. That way we can provide quality eggs for our family and for our friends, as well as we're not breaking the bank while we do it. So I want you guys to stick around and we'll discuss some of these topics. So first things first, we free range our chickens. As you guys can see, they're out here in our fence row. They'll walk up and down here. They'll scratch up. They'll eat the bugs. They'll eat some of the vegetation. Behind the fence row, we have one of my fields. Now, our chickens will enter this field and they will scratch around and they'll peck and they'll clean all the leftover spent grain from planting and harvest. Now, I know not everybody is going to have a field in their backyard that they can just let their chickens free range in. But even if you only have a couple of chickens, let them free range in your backyard that's fenced in and protected from predators. It's going to reduce your overall feed cost because the chickens are going to hunt and peck for a lot of their own food on themselves. So another thing that we like to do is after we combine our corn, there's always going to be leftover ears in the field. Usually you're going to find those where we turn the combine, right there on the corners, right there in the hedgerows. That's usually where you find them. Knock a couple of the corn stalks over. We go out and we collect that corn and we save it for the winter. Now, you might have a friend that's a farmer or whatnot. You guys can even go ask the farmer if you can buy corn directly from him, or if you can just walk his field and collect the ears. It's free, doesn't cost us anything. We weren't going to be able to get it with the combine anyway, so we may as well make the most use of it. My daughter loves tromping through the field collecting corn for the chickens. Another thing with the corn, we save it for the winter. Chickens will naturally slow down or reduce the amount of eggs that they lay during the winter. One thing we do to keep the production up, especially since we still have to feed them through the winter, so it's still costing us per day per bird to feed, we'll give them some of that leftover corn that we collected over the summer. What's that going to do? It's going to increase their calorie intake. It's going to also help them stay warm at night. Plus, we get the added extra eggs. It does make a big difference. A little bit of corn goes a long way with your chickens. Now, something else we do with our chickens is we will actually ferment the feed in the spring, summer, and fall. We'll take 2 or 3 of our large scoops of feed. We'll put it in a 5-gallon bucket, cover it with water, and the actual fermentation process is going to come from the yeast that's on the leftover grain in the pellets and what's floating around in the air. The feed is going to ferment. It's going to swell up. 2 scoops or 3 scoops is going to fill about 4 or 5 inches in the bottom of that 5-gallon bucket. Once you cover it with water, it soaks, it ferments. It's actually going to fill up that entire 5-gallon bucket. It's going to create a fermented feed for your birds. This is going to create a lot of probiotics for the chicken stomachs. Healthy chickens from the probiotics, they're going to lay more eggs. Healthier chickens, healthier eggs. Guys, it's just like humans. We eat fermented food for gut flora. It really does help you out. Helps chickens out too. So ferment your feed. It makes your feed go a lot further. The chickens like it. Has a lot of more bioavailable nutrients for the chickens, and it's not hard to do, and it does save you quite a bit of money. Now, house scraps and table scraps, garden scraps, everybody knows you can feed those to the chickens. We have very little waste here on the homestead. What we don't consume or what we can't out of the garden, we feed to our chickens. We take the chicken manure, we compost it, put it on the gardens, and it comes full circle because we grow our plants. What we don't eat, we feed back to the chickens. It just makes a complete loop. Guys, there shouldn't be much thrown away. Anything that is not super fatty or full of sugar, like cake icing or something like that, we will actually give to our chickens. A lot of the things we can give to our rabbits too. We make sure that they feel welcome here on the farm, but that's a topic for a different day. Our chickens, we are going to give them all of our table scraps that we don't eat. Somebody doesn't clean off their plate, that's fine. Throw it out to the chickens. We have a little bucket in the house. We fill it up. At the end of the day, we toss it out here to the birds. They go nuts. It really does help them out. A lot of the bread will help them out too, but we make our own sourdough bread. We don't feed them that junk from the store. Talk to your neighbors. See if they can't save a bucket for you to give to your chickens. I got people stop by on a regular basis, drop off pumpkins and drop off goodie bags, as they call them, for the birds. Everybody knows my chickens can be called. You come up here, family and friends will step up here on the farm. They'll start hollering for the chickens. The birds will come. They feed them. It's great entertainment for everybody, and the chickens get a little extra nutrients as well. So, like I said, guys, keeping chickens doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be expensive. We ferment our feed, we give them table scraps, we give them scraps from the garden, we collect the leftover farming waste, grain for them. It really does make a big difference. Free ranging has probably been our greatest asset here on the homestead. We do have predators. Know that when you free range, there's always a chance you're going to lose a few birds. It's just the cost of doing business. When predator presence is very heavy here in our homestead, especially the eagles this time of year, we will lock our birds up for 3 or 4 days, let the predators pass, we'll let the chickens back out, and they'll go back to free ranging. So make sure you got a place to secure your birds if you're going to free range them, because some days you may not be able to. But guys, that's how we keep our cost down on raising chickens around here. We get those eggs, they got the bright yellow yolks. It's super nutritious. Everybody loves them. They always come back for it. We grow a garden specifically for our chickens too. We put in a lot of leafy greens. We put in a lot of clovers. We put in a lot of things for our birds. Any of the seeds that we can put in there, such as, well, last year we did winter rye. This year we have canola and clover. We open up the gate, let them in there for an hour or two, shut the gate, run all the birds out. Guys, they do very well on it. So you can also make some fodder in the house. We've got too many birds to feed these guys fodder. That's just where you take the seed, you soak them for a couple hours, you put them away on a flat surface. They'll sprout and they'll grow a couple inches tall. You give them to the birds. They go nuts for it. We've done that in the past. It's too much work for the number of birds that we have. If you got a small number of birds, it's a lot easier to do. Plus, a bag of seed. We were doing sunflower seeds, and we're also doing wheat for our fodder for our birds at one time. A bag of seed lasts for a long time, guys, and it produces so much more nutrients whenever you make it go further like that. So if you guys have any questions or comments about keeping chickens cheaply for egg production and not having to break the bank to feed them and keep them, you guys give us a message down below or contact us over on Native Gnome Homestead on Facebook. Guys, these chickens are a great source of entertainment. They're a source of income, and they're a source of nutrition for our family. I think everybody should be keeping chickens in their backyard, even if it's only 2 or 3. It does make a difference with food security and entertainment. These guys are quite entertaining to keep around. So till next time, y'all stay safe, get your chickens, make sure they're happy and healthy. They'll lay better eggs. We'll see y'all next time.